Okay, so we'll be inside the wall. The hill that you see over there, that is countryside. So that's outside in the countryside. So sometime in the evening, I don't know, 7, 8 o'clock, whatever time, they would close. So they would bring down that thing from the top, they would bring it down, close it, and they would close these doors. And if you were out in the countryside, you had to sleep outside. You could not come back in. And then you see how the guards would be walking above. They would be looking out on the top, out of these little windows.
Yeah.
And guarding, from anybody wanting to come in. There were 3 sets of walls. So at different times they had, there was always one wall. But then they would, for example, was the first wall, they destroyed it. Then they built another wall, then they destroyed it, then they built another wall. So there were altogether 3 different walls at different times.
Okay.
And these were the entrance gates. So imagine the wall continuing on the left down and on the right going that way, around the city. And what was in the middle was the cathedral. So you had the cathedral in the middle of the city. Then you had the houses in the town around the cathedral. And then you had the wall to protect the town and the cathedral. But the cathedral was in the middle.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So there's 3 of these.
Okay.
So you've seen one. This is a beautiful one. This is, all 3 are beautiful. So that gate is called St.Alban. This area is called St.Alban. So if you look at the name of the streets, you have St.Alban Church, Kirche. You have St.Alban Vorstadt. You have St.Alban Kirchweih. You have St.Alban Mountain. So everything is named the same as the gate. St.Alban something. This is a very beautiful part of the city. Very old, very beautiful, very quiet. Not so many families, not so many kids, for example. But very, very old. So I said, there was this wall, and they destroyed most of the wall. They have left only one part. That's the one up front. Oops. So they have left that part of the wall.
Yep.
Right there. So you'll see, hopefully, through here. So you see that? Imagine that wall all around the city and the guards walking above protecting the city.
Nice. When did the wall first create?
You're asking me too much. I don't know.
Okay.
I
Like many years ago.
It's a long time ago. I don't know if I tell you 1400. I don't know. Plus minus if I'm totally wrong.
Yeah, it must be a long time ago.
And this is a 2-way.
Wow! But if someone
then whoever is closest to the outer has to go back.
Okay.
Now Basel is the cultural capital of Switzerland. Okay. You have the most museums per capita in the world in Basel.
Yeah,
it's amazing. You can get a museum pass, and then you can go to as many museums as you wish. Here is one museum, here on the right. This is the paper museum. See right there? That's the paper museum. And it's really nice because you can make the paper like they did it in the Middle Ages.
Yeah. Do you think? Okay, good.
Now we've got the Rhine. You see all the people floating?
Yeah.
Look at the people floating. You see them? Floating. So all these people, what they did is they went a little bit further up to Tinguely Museum, and they got in there. They took off their clothes. They each have a different color. You see the color? Like one is orange.
Yeah.
That one is green. They're bags. They're very special, made of a special material, very thick. So what people do is they go to to the side of the river. They get undressed. They put on their swimming trunk, swimming suit. They put all their clothes into the bag.
Okay.
They fold the bag several times, close it, and then they use it to float down the river. So it's it's a safety thing. You can float. You can use it to float down, and you're keeping your clothes dry. And then somewhere they're going to get out. Anywhere along the way, they get out. They sit down and they have their lunch.
Wow.
And you see this Swiss flag right here. See the Swiss flag here on the table?
Yeah.
There's a Swiss flag. It's attached to a cable, and down below there is a ferry, a boat. Down here there's a boat, a ferry that goes every day back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It picks up people on this side, it takes them to the other side, and from the other side they come to this side. It has no motor, absolutely no motor. It is attached to the cable, so the only thing they do is they change the position of the rudder. And then the current will take it over to the other side. So that's the ferry. So I'm just waiting for it to move. And there you see Roche, the pharma company. That's Roche right there. And so the building, you see the high building that you see on the right?
On the right.
That's number 1.
Okay.
The bigger one to the left is number 2.
Okay.
Then you have the new ones, the black one, number 3. The bigger one here, number 4, number 5, and there's a number 6.
So huge.
Yeah, and so number 2 is the highest in Switzerland.
Yep.
And there you see the cathedral. You see? So the cathedral in the middle of the wall. What else can I tell you? Now it's moving. I see the cable moving. So you see it's moving. Now you're going to slowly see the ferry. You're going to see the white roof. And you're going to see the ferry move over. There, I already see the flag.
Yep. The white flag. And the black one is the logo of the Basel City, right?
Exactly. Ferries like that, there's 4 of them that cross the Rhine every day. The only time they don't is when it is either it's raining, it's very windy, the weather is really bad. But otherwise, even in winter, it goes back and forth.
Is it free? Or?
No, you pay about, I think it's like 1.50 franc one way. And it's the only thing that is not included in your travel pass. So you can buy like a travel pass for the public transport. That is not included.
Okay.
And it's used a lot for tourism, yes, but it's also used a lot for people that live here that need to go over to the other side instead of going to one of the bridges. They use that.
Yeah.
And the Rhine is very, very, very low. It's really, really low.
And what if I would like to float down the river? Where do I start?
I'll show you. I'll show you where. See, this is the wall.
Okay.
You see the wall? And along the Rhine, you have a lot of these kind of like, it's not a restaurant. They're called buvettes. That's what they're called. Where you can stop, something to drink, you can sit down, have something to eat. So really, really nice. So the best place to get in, that's where most of the people go in, it's at the Tinguely Museum. Tinguely Museum is right next to Roche. Okay.
What is in there?
Tinguely. So Tinguely was a Swiss artist. And what he's famous for, he passed away. Like 25 years ago. A little bit more. He would go to, let's say, he would know of a place that burnt down, and he would pick up things that he would find. He would put it together, clean it, prepare it, and he would then make a piece of art out of it, and it would move. So the Tinguely Museum is that like brown building there, and it says Tinguely on it. Can you see?
Yep.
There. So if you can go there you can go in and then out anywhere you want. This area is Breite.
Breite.
Okay. Breite, next to St.Alban.
Alban and then Breite. Okay. This area is the house or what? The village, right? Or the apartment?
Here there's mainly here in this area there's mainly apartments, not so many houses.
Okay.
No. Migros.
Yep.
So there's a Migros supermarket, there's
Another
a Migros
one.
bank, there's a Migros petrol station. Migros has different things. Co-op also. Co-op, they have a supermarket, they have a bank, They have a hotel.
Wow. So big company, huh?
Yes. So now we are all still in Basel-Stadt. And now we're driving into another area. If you look at a map,
Yeah.
this area is called St.Alban on the map.
Okay.
Now, nobody is going to refer to this as St.Alban when they're talking to each other. They talk about this as Gellert.
Gellert.
Gellert. That's
Gellert.
this area is known as Gellert.
Okay. Gellert. Okay.
It's a very quiet, very nice, very residential part of the city.
Yeah.
People like living here because they're really close to downtown Basel.
Right. A lot of apartments here.
There's a lot of apartments.
Yeah.
Also houses, but mainly apartments, yes. Yeah. And then you have some very big, that used to be somebody's home, villas, huge ones. But now in the meantime, a lot of them have become offices or schools. So these are relatively new apartments. These. They have down below, they have an indoor swimming pool.
How do you know?
Because I look at a lot of apartments
I
and
see.
houses. And I see so many.
Yeah.
And I know that, see this for example, that's a school. That's a private school, this one right here. So it was, at one point, a long time ago, it was somebody's home. It's that house like that. And now it's a British school, bilingual, so German,
And
German
English?
English.
And which grade? The students?
Primary.
Primary school.
Primary,
Okay.
yeah,
So
primary.
1 to 6, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that same bilingual school, what they also have is they have a daycare and a kindergarten, which is right here.
Oh.
It's a big, beautiful villa with a beautiful garden.
That's
You see this machine right here between the cars? That's a speed camera. That one right
I
there.
see.
And then you get a very expensive.
That's why you slow, right? Okay.
When the speed limit is 20 and 30, like here it's 30, you have to always be careful because like there, if the cars are coming from the right, I have to stop and let them go through first.
Okay.
So it's right before left.
Oh.
That's the motorway. So all of this is still Gellert.
Gellert area. Bicycle
This is
everywhere.
a hospital. Yeah, bicycles you'll see everywhere. I mean, everywhere. So if you have a bicycle, it's perfect.
Yep.
Perfect to go around on a bicycle. These are new. They just opened about a few months ago. These apartment blocks.
Oh.
Very, very, very new.
You love the property. You love to see like the apartment, right?
Yes, I go with my clients, I go and
Yeah.
I see apartments, I see houses.
Yep, you know a lot.
Yes, but I've never seen these.
Oh, so
Never
it's the new one. Maybe
Yeah.
you can recommend
Yeah, so I'm
the next client. Yep.
And that's again the same motorway where we drove over. I showed you,
Yeah.
that's the that's the same one. And the bubbly thing that you see behind the motorway,
What
that is
it?
the football stadium.
Wow, so that's big.
Yeah. It's a football stadium. So
Wow.
Basel has a very, very famous, very good football team, the FC Basel.
You mean like soccer or
Yes,
all the American
exactly.
football,
Yeah,
right?
no, normal
the
football.
soccer, right?
Yeah,
The
exactly.
soccer. Okay.
Yes. So this is their football stadium. Okay. Next to it, where it says St.Jakob Park, that is a shopping mall. Very good shopping mall, nice one. Not huge like in other countries, but for Swiss standards, it's a very good one.
Okay.
And across, that's the St.Jakob Halle, and that is where they have things like horse jumping, or they have motocross. And now in October, you see from the 22nd to the 30th of October, they have the biggest Swiss tennis tournament
Tennis.
in there. And then Federer and all of
Federer.
those. Yes. So you can, my client of mine, she bought 2 tickets and she hopes one of them she will be able to see Federer. So you can
So-
buy tickets already now.
Yeah. But you don't know that Federer will come, right?
No, you know he's going to come, but you don't know when he's going to play.
Ah.
So you just buy tickets and
Yep.
then hope that the ticket
Hopefully.
that you bought is the one that you'll be able to.
Wow.
Will be able to. Otherwise, you see a very other famous tennis players.
Interesting.
So that's exactly here.
I will buy one.
Yeah, you can buy
Yeah.
one exactly and come and see it in October.
Yeah.
And there behind, where it says Gartenbad, that's an outdoor Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Wow.
Very, very, very big swimming pool. It's open from about April till about beginning of September.
So it's still open?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're still in Basel-Stadt, in the canton of Basel-Stadt. And now, as soon as we cross over this little river here, see, this is the Beers right here.
Yep.
Now we are in Basel-Land.
Yeah.
We're in
your
the
home,
town
right?
called Muttens in Basel-Land.
Mutten.
So this is one town of many towns in Basel-Land.
Ah.
And the difference between Basel-Stadt and Basel-Land is Basel-Stadt, it's a city and a canton. So it doesn't have many towns inside.
Right.
No towns, that's the town. And Basel-Land has many, 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 many towns.
And Basel-Land is also one canton?
All of Basel-Land is one canton.
Okay.
So you see the car has BL, that's Basel-Land.
Okay.
And BS is Basel-Stadt.
Okay.
So you see the co-op here, they have a supermarket. Further down we have a petrol station.
Okay. BL and BS.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So each canton has 2 letters. That's a French car right there.
The CG one, right?
Yeah, they have all these abbreviations, letters
Okay.
with numbers. The 14 tram, this one right here, that takes you all the way into the city.
Is it green or?
This one is green.
Okay.
So you see it's green, although it comes out to Basel-Land also.
Ah.
So Muttens is you see all of this and you're probably saying, well, this is not very pretty. But you're going to see, we're going to go out at the roundabout where the Co-op Hotel is. We're going to go out at the roundabout, go up, go through the little downtown of Muttens, around the beautiful old church and up the hill so that you have a beautiful view.
Okay.